You guys, I'm literally in one of the most beautiful places on earth right now. It's Jack London State Park in Glen Allen, California. And got a couple days left to 2017, rolling into 2018. You know, I'm typically not too superstitious about dates, etc. Um, I mean, a date is a date, it's a number on the calendar. But there is something about New Year's. Because it's like everybody is thinking about how they want to change their life and what they can be doing better. And so I feel like it does kind of create a charge in the universe. Now, I have been thinking about a lot of things lately. I've been thinking about where I want to live, if I want to stay in Northern California or go back to Los Angeles or maybe go somewhere out of state to continue my songwriting career. Um, a lot of people, um, if they were in my position right now, would pretty much put music on the back burner because I'm kind of in a lot of trouble financially. Um, and I'm trying to work doing the Uber, doing the Lyft, and all that, but I really do need to get like a full-time gig. And I have a little bit of Bitcoin, but it's not a lot. And I'm hoping that does well, but I can't really just rely on that, obviously. Um, so, the other thing that's going on with me is I am going to be recording an acoustic EP with a producer who is starting a record label. So it's kind of like almost like I'm getting signed to a small label, but it's a brand new label. And I'm sort of like the first signee. So it's almost an experiment in a certain sense. So I'm going to be recording a few songs. But I'm just trying to get all my priorities straight for the new year. I'm going on a hike. I need to get more exercise. I need to get in better shape. I need to make money. I need to, just get my shit together, which is like, I guess what I feel frustrated about right now is that I'm just really hoping that the next New Year's I'm not in the same position. Because I feel like I was in a similar position a year ago. You know, um, I feel like I did some cool stuff this year, but I feel like I could have done a lot more. And so I guess what I'm thinking for 2018, I think 2017 in some ways was an interesting year, but I feel like I didn't really push my boundaries as much as I could have. Like, it's kind of like when you stay in because, you're tired, instead of going out and doing something interesting. Although staying in is sometimes interesting too, but I think where I'm also a little bit conflicted is that I've been trying to change my circadian rhythms around and sleep better at night. And so I'm trying not to go out too much at night. But then a lot of times I still end up staying up late. So I'm just trying to figure a lot of things out right now. And I feel like this is what I'm getting to the crux of right here. I had to just spill all that out to get to where I'm at right now. What I need to say is that to a certain extent, when you're kind of plugged into the matrix, social media, Facebook, whatever, you're just kind of continuing the sort of system, what the system wants you to be, as opposed to what you can be. And I'll always remember something that I read. It was from a writer, and I'm not going to say who it is right now, but we have a certain energy. And I mean, this is what a lot of people in metaphysics say, okay? We start with this kind of divine energy, and we have, we've got this like life force in us. And as we get older, there's a lot of things that kind of suck up this life energy. We got to pay the bills. We get all mixed up with what the Joneses have. We get, all this stuff we should be doing that we're not doing. And it's kind of like a bully on our head, like pushing down on our head. And even like our possessions weigh us down, like I love having a car, but sometimes I miss the days where I was just taking the bus around and jumping on my bike. I mean, there's a lot I don't miss about that too. I do like having a car, and I appreciate having a car. But I think where people get tripped up is thinking they need to have more than like a better car, or like two cars, or like a car and a motorcycle. And so then they have another bill they have to take care of. So then they have to work more. And so then they get more resentful because they're spending less time doing what they actually want to be doing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is in 2018, you need to simplify your life and decide what you want to do the most. Put that on top of the list. And then the stuff that you have to take care of, simplify it so that you can take care of your needs working for 20 hours a week instead of 40 hours a week. And then that extra time you can use for you. And I don't mean just surfing the web, which I'm guilty of. I don't mean just, sitting in front of the TV, which I'm guilty of sometimes. Not too often because I don't have a TV, but other people's TVs. But like, try to nurture what's in you,